Knock knock, it's Knuckles, the bloat thrower, independent flower, magical emerald holder, and not a big fan of chuckling. Welcome back to the Sonic 1 Let's Play, everybody. We are here at Labyrinth Zone, which is a lot different from the very blocky and slow Marble Zone that we were just in the last part. There's a lot more slopes and just a lot more fast-paced sections in this level in general. So I quite like it. Although there are some slower moments and some blocky sections. I'll bring those up when we get to them. So I did have a question for you guys to answer in the comments of this video. What is your favorite Sonic game of all time? My personal favorite is Sonic Mania Plus. It used to be Sonic Adventure 2 for quite a while. Well, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle to be exact. But when Sonic Mania came out, it just really blew me away. I feel like Christian Whitehead and his team really put in a lot of passion and creativity into Sonic Mania. And I really liked the level design, and I think the game is just really well made and a lot of fun. I can still pop that game in every once in a while and still have a great time with it. I also think it really took what the classic games Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles did that I didn't think could even be improved on that much, and really made it like 10 times better. So that's why Sonic Mania Plus is my favorite Sonic game of all time. But what's your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear what everybody's different favorite Sonic games are. I feel like there probably a lot of them will be Sonic Heroes. Because I used to give you like a little history lesson on the channel, the Knuckles channel. This actually started out as sort of like a side channel. It's still kind of a side channel, but this was sort of just something I was doing when I wanted to like put a Sonic video somewhere. And one of those old Sonic videos I made was a Sonic Heroes cutscene movie. Oh, by the way, that section you just saw can be kind of annoying sometimes, because if you don't stop, you'll run right into those spike balls. But as I was saying, I made this Sonic Heroes cutscene movie one afternoon because I noticed that there was no like proper one on YouTube. The only ones you could find like only had the CG cutscenes, which doesn't really give the whole story. So I decided to do my own that had both the CG cutscenes and the gameplay cutscenes. And I even threw in a couple of the boss fights just to make it seem more like a complete story. And people really liked it. I came back a little while later and that video got really popular. I think... Oh, by the way, this is one of those really slow sections I was talking about. That can be really annoying because you gotta wait for these blocks to move before you can get going. And if you stand at the edge of one of them, you can actually get crushed between two of them that are moving because the collision detection is just a little weird on these. So these sections here, I don't like them much. Hence why Sonic is facepalming. But yeah, as I was saying, I basically noticed that it was getting really popular and the channel was still getting subscribers, and I was like, well, you know, I love the Sonic games, I have a lot to say about them, and I should maybe make some Sonic videos on this channel. So I started this Let's Play series, and I also started the Sonic fan game review series, because there's a lot of really great Sonic fan games out there that I think deserve a little more attention, and some of them are even better than, you know, the games that Sega puts out. So that's sort of how this channel got started. And here we are at Big Bad Dr. Eggs Benedict. For those of you who have only played the classic games, you might not know that later on in the series they started calling Robotnik Dr. Eggman instead of Dr. Robotnik. He was actually always called Dr. Eggman in Japan. The localization team for these games in the classic days, in the 90s, changed his name to Robotnik, I guess because it sounds more threatening than Dr. Eggman. But then, when the 3D games rolled around, it was like, oh no, we gotta change that. So they switched it so that it would be the same in both countries. And oh no. No, get me out of here. Get me out of here! This is Labyrinth Zone. My least favorite zone in the game, and I think most people's least favorite zone in the game. I haven't met a single person that likes Labyrinth Zone. It just kind of goes against the core fun of the game. Like, the main thing that makes a game fun is going fast. And sure, it's a reward for playing the game well, but even if you play the game well in Labyrinth Zone, there's still no way to go fast because the water just slows you down. And there's no way to avoid the water like in later games in the series. You pretty much have to go through it. So that's why this zone is quite infamous. They even made a little reference to it in Lego Sonic Dimensions, where Sonic basically has like this PTSD flashback when he remembers Labyrinth Zone. And here are the bubbles. So Sonic, because Takashi Iizuka had an idiot moment and thought that hedgehogs couldn't swim, Sonic can drown here. And it won't start happening till like after a minute or so, but it will eventually happen and the music will kick in, you'll hear it later in the level. But you have to get those water bubbles or else you'll drown. And sometimes this can happen.
Okay, doing good. Let's just go ahead and, get some more air. I've already got plenty, but, let's be safe. Let's just be cautious about this. Get some more air, and then this zone is mine. Yay! Any second now. No rush. Feeling good. What? Okay, stop screwing around. Come on! Come on! Oh, come on!
What you just saw there was a clip from one of the old Sonic Shorts videos. It was a classic video series that came out on YouTube a long time ago. It's really good. You should watch it if you haven't already because it's really funny. Even if you're not a big Sonic fan, you'll probably still enjoy watching these Sonic Shorts. But anyway, yeah, that can happen where the bubble will just take way too long to come out, and by the time it's out, you're already dead. You've already drowned. So, they can be really annoying. It's not too much of an issue in Labyrinth Zone because they kind of put these things, like, every 2 seconds you'll run into one of these things, one of these air bubbles, so you won't have too much trouble. But I have had that happen to me before, especially in the later games where they place the air bubbles a lot more sparingly. I do like the music of Labyrinth Zone a lot, though. I just think it sounds really nice. Has a nice tune to it. And guess what? That's right. Your boy just passed Labyrinth Zone Act 1. Did you pass Labyrinth Zone Act 1 today? Because if not, well then get on my level, bruh. Yeah. There's a lot of really annoying sections in this zone too. But You can also get invincibility, which is really nice because I get to go through those spiky... They're called Orbinauts. Oh, by the way, here's the music I was talking about. That music gave every 90s kid that played these games nightmares. Or just, I guess, anybody who played this game as a kid at any point in time. It will start playing after like 30 seconds or so, maybe? I don't know the exact time when it starts. But it's just some really chilling music that people are quite afraid of. This section here is really annoying because you have to find this switch that's hidden in order to open the door at the top. And guess where it is? That's right, it's hidden under a ring box. So if you never decide to go for that ring box, you'll never find that switch to progress through the level further. And I got stuck on this section for quite a while the first time I played this game when I was younger. So that can be really annoying. But luckily I have invincibility, which means boom! Fuck you, Orbinaut. Those Orbinauts are really my least favorite enemies in this zone. Like, look here. He's placed under a tight ceiling, and he's right next to an air bubble too. So if you try to jump over his bullets, you'll just pick up the air bubble and come out of your ball form, and you'll take a hit. Same thing here. Look at this. I tried to jump over his bullet, an air bubble came out, I picked it up, and I took a hit. I'm not sure how to get past that guy without taking a hit. Sometimes I manage to do it because I get lucky, but I'm not sure. I don't think there's like a foolproof way to do that, as far as I know. So, Orbinauts suck. They're the worst. And now, ya boy has passed Labyrinth Zone Act 2. Did you pass Labyrinth Zone Act 2 today? No? Well then, I'm gonna stop doing this joke because it's stupid and it doesn't make any sense. Alright. That water slide I was just on, it will actually loop infinitely if you don't jump off where I did. It will just keep going. Now, how that's physically possible for such an anomaly to exist in the world, I have no idea. I don't know how a physical structure can completely disappear because someone running along it made it jump. But we're also playing in a world. We're also a blue hedgehog who collects rings and fights a big fat scientist. So maybe we could suspend our disbelief a little bit. There's the drowning music again. And Sonic, get up there. Sonic, there we go. That section is quite irritating because you just gotta jump on that spring at like the perfectly right angle in order to get onto that switch at the top of the thing. The ceiling. I can't talk today. But we are getting pretty close to the end of the level here. We have this big long thing that you have to climb up in order to reach the boss fight, and you'll see that this is actually a quite interesting and unique boss fight. It's a lot different from all the other ones in the game because the idea isn't to hit Eggman. Like, you can hit him, but like, it doesn't matter how many times you hit him, he won't go down. Your goal here is to get through this big obstacle course with all these spikes popping out at you and these fireballs that are coming at you without drowning, because as you can see, the water rose up above me. You can actually do this without the water touching you, which is pretty cool. What I don't understand is why is Eggman even here? There's no point. But alas, we have defeated Labyrinth Zone. We are finally done with this stupid level and we can move on. So I hope you all enjoyed this part of the Let's Play. And this is Knuckles. I am headed back to Angel Island to protect the Master Emerald. And I will be here again next week for part 3. Have a great week.